Hello again to another Agakala Reacts, and today we have date night. And we watch it.
We are watching Mistakes First Time Visitors to Paris Make by Walter's World.
Yeah, sorry. I should introduce Eric. This is Eric, this is my husband. I'm Aga, and this is Eric, so yeah.
Hello. And that's
Millie meowing as well. So you know. Meow!
She's crying for her medicine.
Yes. Snacks and food, probably most likely. Okay, so we go into Paris this year, so we starting to prepare for new things. So we're gonna watch stuff that we learned about Paris.
Hey there, fellow travelers, Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're here in Paris. And today we're going to talk about some of the mistakes we see tourists make when they come here to Paris, so that you don't make these mistakes when you come here, because there's things that happen and you really should know about before you come. And I think one of the big mistakes I see tourists make when they come here is they overemphasize that we have to stay near some certain site. Oh, I have to be next to Notre Dame. I have to be by the Arc de Triomphe. We've got to stay by the Eiffel Tower. You don't have to do that.
I always kind of think more about, I want to stay near something that we can travel from or to with all the luggage, because then it will be kind of easier to get to those sort of places than like to the airport or something. So.
Mine is cheap and safe.
I don't think that often goes together though.
I don't think that one area is better than another in terms of seeing the sights, because the city is so well connected with the metro and public transportation that you can stay anywhere and get anywhere very easily, and the metro tickets aren't really expensive either, so it's a very nice thing to do. So I recommend, instead of looking for a site and trying to find an apartment by that, read about the different arrondissements, the different districts and neighborhoods that are here, and find a neighborhood that really calls to you and stay in that area. It might be Saint-Germain, it might be Montmartre, it might be the, wherever, but have one that calls to you, so that can be kind of like your little part of Paris, and then you can go out and explore the sites. Because some of the sites, it's not really super awesome to stay on the Champs-Elysees or stay by the Eiffel Tower. You might want to be in a neighborhood to get more of that Parisian feel than the over-touristy feel. And that easiness to get around leads into the next mistake we see a lot of tourists make, and they just want to take taxis and Uber and stuff like that when they get around. Look, the mistake is not taking the public transportation. I know a lot of people sometimes get worried about the metro and the buses and stuff like that, but you don't need to be. You can actually ride the metro very easily here, super simple to do and super easy, and you're never more than 500 meters away from another metro stop, and so it is super awesome to use. So don't think that you can't use that, okay? But don't think you always have to use the metro, because a lot of times you can just walk from site to site and take in the beautiful architecture, or walk along the river while you're there to really take it all in. So there is that as well. So the next mistake I see some tourists make is they spend too much money on food and lodging, and what you don't realize is some things you can do to actually save some money when you are here. In terms of food, don't make the mistake of getting breakfast at the hotel, because if it's going to make you charge you 15 euros for it, you don't need to do that. You can go to the boulangerie, go to the the bakery, grab something there for 2 euros, and you'll be just as satisfied and have an extra 10 euros in your pocket. If you're going to be going to a cafe for breakfast and stuff like that, ask yourself, are you going because you want the atmosphere, or are you going because that's the only place to have breakfast? Again, hit the bakery, you can save yourself some money that way. But for me, where I find the biggest bang for my buck is actually making sure that I have the lunch specials at the restaurant and have my big meal at noon, because you can get some really great deals on lunch specials here that you have, and all the courses and all the stuff, for a fraction of the price that you would pay at dinner time. So do have a heads up for that one. And also, don't forget to make reservations at dinner on the weekends and in the summer for your favorite restaurants, because they do book out, okay? And another thing I see where people overspend is on lodging when they're here. And like I said before, you can find different regions. You don't have to stay in certain parts of the city. You can just go explore and things like that. But I will say is realize there's two things you're always going to get in a hotel in Paris. One, a high price, and two, a small hotel room, all right? So it doesn't matter where you're staying. If you're going to be paying a lot more for a room, it doesn't mean it's going to be a bigger room. It just means it's a smaller room, probably in a closer location. So have a heads up for that, and be smart with your money when you're looking at your lodging, because you're going to be out exploring the city all day. And what's cool, you can explore the city at night as well. So you're not going to spend a lot of time there, so don't overspend your budget on the lodging. Now, another mistake I see a lot of tourists make is they get this FOMO, fear of missing out. They're like, well, I'm here in Paris, I've got to see everything. I've got to go check out Notre Dame while they're rebuilding it. I've got to go to the Eiffel Tower. I've got to go Musée d'Orsay, the Rodin Museum, the Louvre. I've got to see, the Orangerie. I've got to do the catacombs. And there's so many things to do that people don't ever take the time to relax and take in the city. And so they're just go, 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 go. And when you leave, all you realize is, man, I just looked through my camera the whole time and never took the city in. So make sure you do plan some downtime. Sit at that cafe, enjoy a nice time, sit here on the banks of the Seine and just, have a view of Notre Dame or other parts of the city to just relax. Because I really see that people get like so worked up that I got to see everything. And you got to realize you can't see everything in Paris. There is too much to see. We've been coming here for years and we're not even halfway through all the great stuff that's here. So take your time, choose the most important things for you, and schedule some relaxation time in there as well. Another mistake I see tourists make is because this place is busy all year round, they don't plan for the tourist hordes. Look, when you go see the Mona Lisa, you're gonna see, 400 tourists surrounding it, okay? And it's like, whoa, that's a bit much for me. When you're going to the Eiffel Tower, the lines and the claustrophobic feels you have when you're going up the Eiffel Tower, you have all these things and people just get really overrun with all the tourists. And the thing is, you have to plan on this. Don't not plan for the tourist hordes. That means pre-booking tickets anytime you can. That will save yourself so much time and so much hassle. Getting up early in the morning and going and seeing the
pre-booking tickets for a certain time would be very good for us, because if we're not gonna do that, let's say we could book the stuff for like early, we're definitely gonna get out for that.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and if we want, we're not going to get out for that.
No.
Even if there would be like this, you can go on any time like 8 o'clock in the morning. We are not going to get out there unless
Whenever
we
we
book
travel,
and pay for it.
We sleep in.
Yeah, we are terrible.
Yes, we enjoy the comfort
We're
of the
night
bed.
marks. We just these sorry, it's a night owl in English, isn't it? Yeah, we're more like night owls. We like to stay up till late and then sleep in.
I do like staying up late, but I also like getting up early.
Yeah, but that's...
I'm over day person.
Yes, but then you sleep in during the day.
Yes, in the middle.
He does that, and then he sleeps during the day when we're watching something, or even sometimes we go to cinema and he sleeps there.
Yes.
Yeah.
The chairs are too comfortable. Just-
Yeah.
sites at the museum before the big tourist hordes comes. That can help out. Come in the off seasons, the Septembers, Octobers, Novembers, February, March, April. Those are less busy months because it's always busy here, okay? So don't think it's ever like empty. There's just times when it's less busy, okay? So make sure you're ready for that. And then another mistake a lot of tourists make when they come here is people will come up to them and say, oh, hey, do you speak English? Hey, did you drop this? There's a lot of scams here, and you really have to pay attention when you're here, because people will come up with petitions for you to sign, like, oh, hey, sign my petition, and they'll want money, or they might be casing you out. People will come up and say, oh, did you lose this ring, ma'am? Or would you like this bracelet or something like that? It's free. It's never free. You have to really pay attention here, because this is one of those cities that, you know what, there's a lot of nefarious people here that are trying to separate tourists from their dollars that aren't just in the tourism industry. So you do need to be careful when you are here, okay? And you really should do your research before you come, because it's such a great city and so much to see and do. But I guess another mistake would be not planning your time, because you really got to figure it out is what's the best things to see at certain times and when, so you don't end up at the Louvre on a Tuesday when it's closed. So doing your research coming to Paris, because there's so much, really does pay off, all right? So those are some quick mistakes that we've seen tourists make when they come here. What's some of the things you've seen mistakes tourists make? Yes, of course, not eating at the French restaurants and not knowing enough French when they come here and stuff like that. Those are little things, and we talk about those in our don't videos and stuff like that. But these are really like the mistakes we see happen again and again and again that we don't want tourists to make when they come here, all right? So I wish you all the best to have a great time here in Paris. Au revoir.
What does that mean?
Bye.
Eric is learning French.
Yeah, I've been listening to French for years. I really learned it.
Yeah, but you're doing Rosetta Stone now, so you are
Rosetta Stone, when I bought it, was half off for a lifetime license, every language, which was the best deal you can get. Babbel, I spent hundreds on things, I barely went on it. Rosetta Stone had a phone app, which I mostly use on my computer, and I found it to be an easier way to learn, visual and hearing, and you speak it. It was a great bargain. It was like $70. That's half off for a lifetime. So after
really? I thought that was 100 something for a lifetime. That was half off.
I don't remember. Anyways, but yeah, I would like to just, French before we go. You can emphasize on Polish. I would like to learn German and, of course, Spanish. This way we can travel places and I have a somewhat understanding of what's going on, rather than nothing.
And I'm just gonna take a Polish and French like little booklet with the sentences in.
Yeah, or your phone, Google Translate.
No, actually, for some reason I don't really think that Google Translate gonna be that great. The booklets they have everything ready there for you to have in the situation when you're traveling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have them in English, haven't used them in ages, obviously, because I don't really need now. But I never took French, so it'll be something that I kind of want to have the booklet with me. It's a small little booklet, and you have sentences. And I did ask my sister to find one that have a phonetic pronunciation, like basically how do you read. Although for me it'll be probably a bit difficult now to read because I'm reading English and Polish as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But those mistakes were kind of good. I think I learned a few things. I think that what we should do is, before we go, obviously, you should make a list of 10 places you want to go and see, and I should make a list of 10 places that I want to see, and then we're going to combine those lists.
Yeah.
Meaning, as in, to definitely check what we want to see.
It'll be definitely easier to
Go see. Like,
more than
we're
one
gonna
place.
compare
Go there
what
more
we-
than once.
Yeah, we're gonna compare what we wanna see to get like what places are in the same thing. Obviously, you wanna see Louvre, I wanna see Louvre. You wanna see Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Oh,
And if
I
you pass
wanna
by
see-
it on the bus,
Yeah.
it's good enough for
I
me.
wanted to go on.
I want to go to charity shops or thrift stores, see what those used games, and then resell them.
Oh.
I mentioned that in a different purse. We were watching that Japanese games, which are dirt cheap,
sure,
go
but-
for a lot of money in France. So I was looking at their websites. So
Gamer too.
yes, I want to find some used stuff.
So.
Some more clothes. 'Cause I need more.
Okay.
Yeah, I need more work pants.
Chanel.
No. At charity shops, you can find what $80 pants for $5. So it's like
Yeah.
a quid. Whoever's watching this,
Euros.
but a lot cheaper than you'll pay new. So what are some guys getting all sweaty in the area? That's what you wash them for. Anyway, I'm
Rambling.
tired, hungry.
Yeah, that's a video for us today. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any tips for visiting Paris, leave them in the comments below.
Yeah, let to know.
And we'll see you next. You see me tomorrow, and you see Eric next week. And I don't know what we'll be watching next week.
Hopefully more food videos. I like those food videos. They're delicious.
No. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.
Bye.